humble. I beg you listen me. I beg you open your ears for any waiting that they say. Waiting that they talk. Now serious talk at they talk go. No beating anga speaking. Listen. In this world we deal. Member say ya. One day go come. When we all go. Before long, we go meet Mama Godo. When we dey meet Mama Godo, tell me, waiting, you go say.
We the my life jam nation. You realize all the time we wasting. You realize all the pain we facing. Please pour a cup feminine libation. My gosh, we raising. Please sympathize all the lies we raising. Please realize all the time. Female energy, 1 shot, 2 shot, 3 times sorrows. Carry all the weight of the world on your shoulders. Give a couple crowns to the woman who had bore us. Told us, focus, love and support us. Magical, umbilical, my universe is radical. Introduce the nation to embracing what is factual. Feminine energy, almost mathematical. You can't really sum up what is infinite and valuable. Feminine energy, balance up the indestructible in the vaginal heaven in thine. She sing a melody to pass the time. Give us her energy so she heal mine. If I was astonished by the level of shame, feminine energy, never shame again. Rain, tamed, brain, praying, intuition and ambition running through my veins. Pour out the love, let the healing begin.
Because I think language is extremely important. It was only a plantation from the perspective of the one who can collect something from planting. But as far as we were concerned, it was a forced labor camp of the captive Africans. And there was a commemorative wall with a lot of names. Of course, not the original names, but the origins of my forefathers were there, Congo people. And of course, all the African regions as well. As we know, we have common ancestors and we come from the same place. So distinction between us is really futile. And to those of you who have a lot of questions when you are from this side of the continent, and you say, well, I don't know who are my ancestors, I don't know where, really, you are so lucky, you have like this, line, your family line, and you know who you are, And what I answer them is this. Yes, indeed, I know that I'm a Mukwa Hindu and Mukwa Mpungu because my father has 2 major ethnic clan or tribe. I said, but you are actually Africa united, because within one person lies all the clans, lies all the tribes, lies Africa in its best. So you don't worry about where you come from. You can actually claim any one of the tribes, and matter of fact, why don't you just claim all of them? This is the attitude we need today in order for us to get out of the hole in which we are. So, what is to be an African woman? That was the first question I asked. Well, as I was addressing some people yesterday, I said, what is an African to start with? Well, in my language, we don't have a word for an African. We don't know what this means. We call ourselves Bantu. Bantu means people. We don't need any extra qualifier. We are people. We are the people. That's how we call ourselves. So we have been qualified by others. So maybe today is a good time to start saying, no. I will no longer define myself by your standards. I am a person. I am the people. And as a woman, as an African woman, we do not have in our traditions an antagonistic attitude with women and men. We don't have that. That doesn't exist. We are complementary. We are equal and complementary. Women are women for everything that they do best, for the way they look, for what are the abilities that they have, the gracefulness of being the nurturers, the creators of all things, the birther of life. This is who we are. This is what we do. We bring life, we beautify life, we educate, we nurture, we nourish, we heal. This is what we do. And men, they have their role. Generally, they will say, men, you have to procreate. You have to provide. And you have to protect.
Yes. Yes.
That's it. So we don't have to ask men to do what women do, and men worry about doing what women do, and then men, it's vice versa. But if we can work that symbiosis, if we can work that balance, if we can restore our identity properly, then everyone will live in their role, and everybody will benefit individually and in a community. Because at the end of the day, it's about community. It's about we have to rebuild our community. And to build our community, we have to set our differences aside. We have to be, like I said yesterday, slow to judge. As I'm queen, my kingdom, I don't get to pick who is in it. Oh, I like this person. She's from my kingdom. You know what? This one is an idiot. I don't want him in my kingdom. We don't do that. I'm queen of all. Therefore, you addressed Angela. You said, oh, we were always calling ourselves queen after Queen Latifah. Guess what? I do agree with Queen Latifah, and I think everyone is a queen. But you have to walk into your queendom.
That's right. That's right.
Your queendom is what is it that you represent first to yourself, how you carry yourself, how do you treat yourself, how do you love yourself, how do you respect yourself, how do you know thyself. Then you can start conquering your kingdom. Once you have that, or your queendom, once you have that, then you can move on to the next area of development, which is how can I be valuable to others? Because trust me, there is no greater accomplishment in life than the one of having been of service. And the one of having seen that you have contributed to elevating another human being. To have brought blessings into somebody else's life. So this is our queendom. And for the men, this is our kingdom. Be an educator. Be a helper. Be a healer. Be a friend. Be a daughter. Be a wife. Be a mother. Be a sister. This is what an African woman is. Or this is what a human woman is. So thank you. And
as I was speaking about welcoming in the queens, one of the new sacred women came in. You know, I'm speaking about queen, and her sacred seat appeared. And that's what they got the Black Girl Magic hashtag out here. We got to start moving with that sacred woman magic around here, because it's so much this we all know, because we've been in the game with this works. And as y'all are new, very fresh, a week old, newborns in this, we're still here.
Don't give me a reason why I should break down and cry. You are back into my life, let us work there. We both made all our mistakes, overcame storms and earthquakes. No God gives and also takes, now we must work it. Our brightest day is yet to come. Our brightest day is yet to come.
Sacred women on the move. Sacred women on the move. Sacred women heal their wounds. Sacred women heal their wounds. Sacred women on the move. Sacred women on the move. Sacred women bless their food. Sacred women bless their food. Sacred women, have you heard? Sacred women, have you heard? Sacred women Sacred women use their words. Sacred women on the move. Sacred women on the move. Sacred women find your groove. Sacred women find your groove. Sacred women wash your face. Sacred women wash your face. Sacred women move with grace. Sacred women move with grace. Sacred women got that feeling. Sacred women got that feeling. Sacred women find your healing. Sacred women find your healing. Sacred women pass the chalice. Sacred women pass the chalice. Sacred women find your balance. Sacred women find your balance. Sacred women from above. Sacred women from above. Sacred women heal with love. Sacred women heal with love. Sacred women make decisions. Sacred women make decisions. Sacred women have great vision. Sacred women have great vision. Sacred women are divine. Sacred women are divine. Sacred women on cosmic time. Sacred women on cosmic time. Sacred women, you are worth it. Sacred women, you are worth it. Sacred women live on purpose. Sacred women live on purpose.
Orixalá. Ninu. Bom, bom, bom.
Greetings, my name is Erica and welcome to Pempamsi Lucium. Here at Pempamsi, we offer a wide range of natural hair and skin products like castor oil to help moisturize and strengthen your hair, things like Cantu and Shea Moisture, natural toothpaste without fluoride, natural deodorants, and many more. We also have various supplements and herbs to help you with cleansing your system. We also have natural body butters, including shea butter and cocoa butter, and natural soaps like black soap.
What's really good about the staff here is that they, can talk about your skin, your textures and your tones in your skin and what's really good for your T-zones and everything like that. The community obviously was missing this, do you know what I mean? So it's really, really good to have this in the community and so local. Yeah, I'm just really, really happy with it.
Hello, I'm Charlene. Since I've been working in the store, I've had a lot of feedback from customers speaking specifically about the fact that they enjoy being able to come to a black-owned business in the Lewisham community. People are happy to be able to purchase their herbs here, like the sea moss and other herbs, as you can see.
Hi, my name is Basil Links, and I'd just like to let you all know that Pempamsi have opened a new branch in the southeast of London in Lewisham. It's at Lehigh Road, and it's here to service all of the people that have historically had to travel all the way to Brixton to get their natural health and hair care products. We're open 7 days a week. I'm really excited about this development because we're going to be meeting people that have never met us, but it gives us an opportunity to add more value to the local Lewisham community. There's a fantastic team here with years of experience, and we're also opening a consultation room, which means that we'll be able to really help you and drill down into any of your health issues. So please look us up, check us out, and we look forward to serving the Lewisham and the broader community.
A-B on the B.
Hi, my name is Chandra Lee. I'm a holistic nutritionist, an herbalist, and a gourmet vegan chef. Today I'm going to make a spinach mushroom tart. However, it's not the typical spinach mushroom tart. It's a raw vegan spinach mushroom tart. No eggs, no butter, no flour, gluten-free, and I promise even your kids will love it. So the first step for the spinach mushroom tart is the crust. The crust consists of almonds and hazelnuts, which I already crushed. And it's going to be 2 layers. It's going to be a beet layer, and it's going to be a turmeric layer. So I'm going to start with the beet layer. And beets are high in iron, which a lot of us don't get enough of. And I made a little beet juice, and I'm going to add that as well. Okay, yes, this looks ready. In order to make the crust, I have to form it into a mold. And this would probably make about 2 crusts. So I fill about halfway up. I press it with my fingers just to make sure it's flat because the second layer has to go on top. So this beet crust fills about 1/3 of the mold. Now I'm going to do the second layer of the crust, which consists of the almonds and the hazelnuts, which are already crushed. And I'm going to add the turmeric, which this is the whole form of turmeric. It's really good for inflammation and it's a great antioxidant. However, most people use it in powdered form, and I'm going to use it in the powdered form today. I just shake it a little bit just to get some great color. Looks pretty done. So now I'm going to add it to the mold to get the second layer for the crust. So I'm just going to pack it in as flat as I can get it, because this layer is going to sit on top of the beet layer. This looks pretty good. Now I'm going to do the cashew filling. It consists of cashews, spinach, kale, shallots, garlic, and this is the herbal seasoning consisting of parsley, oregano, garlic, and a little salt. This is like an everyday herbal mixture. That's really yummy. It makes everything taste good. I know salt gets a bad rap, but a little bit it's okay. You need it to balance out your electrolytes. I love cashews. Cashews makes everything so nice and creamy. I'm going to add a little water, about 3/4 cup of water. I'm going to cut up a little spinach. And the kale is already chopped. Kale is one of my favorites. It's high in vitamin C, it's high in fiber, and I love it in smoothies, and I juice it every day. Now I'm going to add the shallots and a little garlic that I already minced, and a little of the herbal seasoning. Just about a pinch. Now I'm going to pour it into my bowl. Look at that. Doesn't that look beautiful? And it's super healthy. You see the consistency is a little on the thicker side because it has to sit on the top of the crust. So this is the final step to the spinach mushroom tart. I'm going to use shiitake mushrooms, but you can use maitake, you can use whatever variety you like. So I'm going to chop up a few mushrooms. I'm going to add the mushrooms to the bowl. Now I'm going to add the organic tamari sauce. I use this because it's gluten-free and it's a substitute for regular soy sauce. And I'm going to add a little olive oil. And I'm going to add a little of the herbal seasoning, just a touch. And I'm going to add a little minced garlic. Now I'm gonna mix everything together just to make sure all the mushrooms are coated. I'm gonna add the mushrooms to the dehydrator. What I love about the dehydrator is that it gives raw foods more texture. It heightens the flavor of the foods. So I'm gonna take a tray. I'm gonna add the mushrooms. I'm gonna just spread it out evenly so it can dehydrate. So I'm gonna put it on about 130 for about an hour. Now I'm gonna put all the pieces together. I'm gonna start with the beet layer. I'm gonna take it out the mold. Okay, so now I'm gonna add a little of the filling on top of the beet layer. Make sure it's nice and smooth. Doesn't that look gorgeous? Now I'm gonna add the turmeric layer. Perfect. Next, I'm gonna add a little more filling on top of this layer. Now I'm gonna take the mushrooms out of the dehydrator. They've been in here for about an hour. Now I'm gonna add the spinach and the kale. It's already dehydrated. I'm gonna add it on top of this layer. Beautiful. To top it off, I'm gonna add the last layer, which are the mushrooms. I'm so excited. Finally, the raw vegan spinach mushroom tart is complete. Voila.
Greetings. My name is Queen Afua, and I am here to support you and your family to have a lifestyle of wellness in body, mind, and spirit. I have been on this holistic path for the last 40 plus years, living the lifestyle and sharing it with my global community. And the mission is that you learn how to heal yourself and become the healer of your home. And within that, learn how to set up a wellness home so you can have a wellness family. This is your time. Take the journey with me so that you will heal yourself, your family, and that you will establish a wellness home. Thank you.
If you send me the location, then I'll be right there. And make I come check you, my baby. No time, no. And my dog is on probation. Another 5 years.
I sent over everything.
Yes, this is Mr. Riggs once again, and I'm with my brother Rio, and we have a beautiful lady that Rio is going to introduce to us, and he's going to give us the information, and I'm going to make him do the dialogue for once.
Wow, no pressure. Cool. This beautiful lady here beside me, her name's Crystal. She'll tell you a little bit about why she's standing here, but we just want to acknowledge the fact that at our graduation, you know, we acknowledged Crystal for the works and the passion that she's continually putting into the community. So I think it's best that we ask the lady in question, you know, she's got a certificate. Tell everyone why we've gifted you this acknowledgement, and then we can go from there.
Oh, I got the mic to myself, nice. So me and 2 other members are not here today. We started an events business called Escapism. It's an all-day party that we put on every year, and basically Adidas themed. Not sponsored by Adidas, but it's just a theme that we came up with. So basically one day I was on Instagram and Manhood Academy, probably came up on my feed. And I just checked you guys out, and I just loved the way, you know, you brought the young children together and what you teach them. And I just did a little bit more research, and then I contacted Konsu, and I was like, look, I love what you do, what you're doing for the community, and I would love to raise money for you through obviously putting on my events. So obviously with the all-dayer, every ticket that is bought is contributed towards a donation to Manhood Academy. And yeah, I just want to be a part of making a difference with these guys. Like, they're doing an amazing job, and yeah, I want to help them continue to do that.
And you know what I love about this is creating that economic movement that we're supposed to have. Like I'm someone, I put on a dance every now and again. Even my last birthday dance, the proceeds was about Manhood Academy again. But what that came from was inspired by you. Do you get it? So I'm saying to everyone in the community, when we're putting on these big functions, big dances, put some of the proceeds back to the community. It doesn't have to be Manhood Academy, you know, it could be, you know, WALA, you know, WLA, you know, there's loads of things, Womanhood Academy, you know, we need to start
work together into finding that joint thing where we are able to do the joint adventure in forms of what other people do and how we can connect that to creating something out of it. So by the people coming out into especially like the events that we put up, it enables us to invest into it, into making it even much more bigger within our community. So, but I just wanted to get a little bit of an insight of what you do within your organisation, because you know some of the youth, they want someone to follow. So you do certain things within your organisation. I just want people to understand what you actually do.
Okay, so my main role is I plan the whole event. So I do all the logistics. I hire out the staff, the venue. I do a lot of the research to make the event come together. I basically run the show, don't I? Yeah, but I literally, anything to do with the event, I'm in charge of. So like I said, finding the venue, getting in contact with the venue, and just like negotiating the rates of like how much we're going to pay for the venue, setting up the ticketing links as well. Rough and Tough, big up him, he's not here today. Big boy DJ. He mostly does all of our graphics, so he's in charge of the marketing, he's in charge of the music, like finding the DJs and the hosts actually help us with the event. And then Shay, he does kind of thing that I do as well, logistics, so breaking down every part of the event and what needs to be done.
Okay.
Yeah.
Oh, okay. So in its facts, is it really fruitful for you? Because I always say, like, most of these youth today, they look at entertainment and not looking at what's behind the scenes, but you want them to see a passion within that work that you do, because there's a lot of work that's done behind the scenes that no one really knows. They just see the artist in front, or they see the DJ playing around, and they think it's easy, but there is other jobs behind it that they can actually pick up and not even be a singer or a rapper, but can able to do something that you're doing behind the scenes.
You know, behind the scenes, there's so many things to do. Like, people just see events that people just turn up to and then you have fun and then that's it. But while the event's going on, you've got to make sure that security knows what they're doing, they're in the right location, people that are doing door, like they take health and safety, making sure that the artists or the DJs are, turn up on time, the running order of like the event, making sure that people are safe, that there's so much to do when it comes to events. It's not just a case of like, you invite people and then you have a good time. That's it. No. Like, my job consists of like from morning to in the night of running around.
Hours after the event's finished,
after the event, cleaning up, making sure everyone's paid.
Oh my gosh.
Making everyone's paid.
People are waiting for their paid DJs.
And this is why that it's good that people actually pay to come to these events. Absolutely. So that it can support people that are finding jobs that we can't get on the main road, where we can do events and create our own jobs.
No, 2020, definitely want to add that. 2020, the realness of supporting what we're doing. Not me as in we as in Manhood Academy, just people in general, the community, like have an event, but people want a free ticket. Everyone wants to come in free. Yeah, I'm supporting the team. How you support? You actually take it from the team.
Yeah, exactly.
And I've done this myself, so I can't shout about it, but I'm aware that it's not a nice thing to do. And now I'm always ready and willing to pay to go to places, because everyone wants to feel special, but the reality is someone at the end of it has got to pick up that tab.
And you also as well, for the people that are organising the events, you've got to always remember your why you are doing it. So it's if it's to profit, then fair enough, or whether it's to give money back to the charity. If you know your why, then when people are trying to get in for free or take the mick a little bit, you can stand your ground a bit more, because you know at the end what your purpose is, and anything that you do, you need your why. You need your purpose.
And this is the one thing that is understanding. If people do want to come in free, then what they need to do is to find a position or a job within that industry that they like to do. If you like to rave, why don't you become a bar attendant? Why don't you come and help out, carry speaker boxes if you like, be a promoter, and then you can have the event for free. Do you understand?
Yeah.
But when you're trying to go in there for freebie all the way through, it doesn't make sense.
Doesn't work.
So,
You're
yeah, I
killing the
understand
community
that.
as opposed to growing it. So yeah, that makes sense.
So if there was something that you would like to say to the youngsters, what would you say?
I would say so many things. What to do career-wise or just in general?
Just in general, because you know some of these youth, they're paying attention, they might be listening to the content over everything.
The one thing I would say is take your time to get to know yourself. Block out anything that's external. Like focus on yourself, knowing yourself, understanding yourself, and also don't forget that you're going to change. Like every season you're changing. You're not going to be the same version that you was 6 months ago, a year ago. You're going to always evolve. So just always be ready for that and ready for the challenges that life throw at you. That's one thing I'll say.
So thank you. But if people wanted to find out where you are, how can they find you?
I'm on Instagram, so that's girl_next, as in NXT _door_. And the event page is Escapism, LDN. And I have another event page, which is Home of R&B, which is dedicated to UK R&B acts.
Okay. And Rio, give us a little mention on your event. How can they find your event?
What event is that though? There's so many.
Because he does so many events.
So many events.
They don't call him Love Child for anything.
Look out for the music though. That's what I say.
But Manhood Academy is going to be releasing a music production, so look out for that. So you know, most of them kids out there, we're going to have music, we're going to have sports, and we're going to have business-minded kids. So watch out for this space.
Can I just add as well, if anyone does want to get into events, you can contact me on Instagram, DM me. Like, I can give advice, or you can come work on my events, like from beginning to end. Like, I'm open, so just DM me, and yeah, I'll help out any way I can.
Connect us, and we'll connect you. Whichever's easiest.
It was nice speaking to you, and keep up the good work. And you know, next time we'll probably give you another award for something new.
Content over everything. From your melody.
Man, say it straight. Man, don't listen to BBC. Man, don't listen to ITV.
Hello, everybody.
Listen.
First of all, thank you to Rio and Manhood Academy for inviting me today. It was a wonderful event. I've written a book. My name's Dion Bowen, and I've written this book. It's called Nia's Story, and the story was written to honour my firstborn daughter, Nia. I have two wonderful little girls. Sadly, Nia passed away in 2017.
Man, I like Cody. Cody, that's C-L-E. Cody, Cody, that's C-L-E. Cody, that's C-L-E. C-O-C-O. Hey. Like I'm sharing the space in my head with a phantom. Make me wanna throw lead in my magnum. Aim at a cop, empty my mag. Hey! Yo. Lava. It's like I'm sharing the space in my head with a phantom. Make me wanna throw lead in my magnum. Aim at a cop, empty my cannon, but I'll blow me some pot, empty my dragon. See, peaceful solutions there. Yeah. Bit of sweet balance.
Tell a man that I know the feeling.
What?
What the feelings that man's revealing.
What?
Man, I pick off the places, pick off the place, but then pick off the ceiling.
What?
Wait, man, I can't see them.
Yeah.
Man, I air every weekend.
Weekend.
Man, I air just talking, typing,
Typing.
but I don't really see
Yeah.
them. Like, I
Typing
can't
and
see them.
tweeting.
I said, I can't see
See
them.
them.
They chat right through the weekday, but blood, we don't see them on the weekend. Man, I can't see them. I said, man, I can't see them.
Where you at? Where are
They
you?
chat right through the weekday.
Where
I
are
don't see them on weekend.
Have you seen any of the UK artists?
Yeah.
Is there anyone that you specifically look at?
I mean, it's a lot, man. You know what I'm saying?
There must be one that stands out.
Yeah. What's the cat, man? He's just on the Time magazine. Stormzy is crazy. What's our brother we saw at the barbershop earlier today? Rodney P. Yeah, me and Rodney P.
I'll tell you, look out for a girl called Tashay.
Okay, Tashay.
Yeah, she is causing storms. She does a lot of stuff with jazz.
Yeah, let's put it together, man. Like, I'm all, you know. One thing about me, like, whether it's the big name or the not so big name, like, it's all the same to me. If we can make progressive, great R&B, soul music, pop, whatever country, I'm with it. You know.
My organic babies, my Heal Thyself organic babies, because these are women who came and said I couldn't have a child, and all of a sudden they started to clean up their blood, because a lot of the issues are in our blood. Clean up their blood, rejuvenate their blood, take their red foods, take their green foods, and the body starts to come alive. Also, I teach womb yoga dance to invert every day, and that inversion is something so simple we all can do. 3 pillows, 1 pillow on top of the next pillow, on top of the next pillow, at the foot of your bed. Rest your legs over those pillows and allow the blood to flow down through the legs and into your womb and into your heart and into your brain. And so now the energy is coming back. Because you stand up all the time, everything drains down. So that's the whole day like that. So when you invert, which is an African movement for bringing your soul to life, but not your soul only, but your womb comes to life. And then you start eating foods that don't numb you out. So you raise your frequency, you raise your womb vibration and start to live a healthy womb life. Mother Obama, I call Mother Obama. Michelle Obama, she had issues in conceiving. And so it can happen to any woman. And so holistically, most women can actually restore their wombs, their uterus, the ovaries, the fallopian tube to life. And sometimes our fallopian tubes are clogged up with all the late night eating and laying down on the food and eating under stress and eating because you're angry or eating because you're lonely or eating because you're mad or eating because you have an attitude. And then all that turns into what? Toxicity in your system. And all disease is really 2 things: malnourishment and toxicity. So if you're malnourished, your body is weak, your womb is weak. Cannot hold. You may conceive, but you may not go full term. You may lose the baby in the 4th month. So once the women who go through the cleansing, the healing, Sacred Woman, the womb wellness work, they're able to keep the baby, the life in through the whole term. And it doesn't stop there, because then you don't want to be in labor for 20 and 30 hours. Even this morning, a sister called me up about womb wellness. She said, I have STDs. I said, we got to get rid of the STDs, the herpes, before you conceive. So she's taking out dandelion. She's doing her inversion. She's doing her juice therapy. She's taking her extra vitamin C, her Bs. She's harmonizing. She's forgiving. Her and her mate are going to be healing and cleansing together. So she's conceived now. Now she's got to heal herself, clean up her bloodstream. And then when you have a baby, then there's a breastfeeding period. So you have to keep your ducts of your breast open. So there's a lot of work to be a woman. And so I want to teach you all the ways in which to really take care of yourself so that you will not only conceive a life and hold that life through full term, but bring it into the world whole and in a state of balance.
Brother, brother, sister, sister, you're gonna need her. Sister, sister, the way I. Brother, brother, sister, sister, the way you're gonna need her. Sister, sister.
No. This one goes out to all the black women in our society who has gone through so much pain and struggle. I'm gonna let you know that I'm thinking about you, and from the bottom of my heart, I love you. Sister, sister, my Nubian princess, this one's for you cause I'm tired of the nonsense. Not speaking of a sister from immediate family, but to all sisters with a black mentality. I've grown up watching you struggle, while others work singles, you work doubles. If it wasn't for you, we wouldn't be born, and who would sew our clothes when they were torn? I remember trips you couldn't take, so you could buy clothes for your kids to look straight. A few words to make a 10-day bright, use it for a crutch for your limp through life. Never met a person with pride so true. Without a strong sister, what can a black man do? Many you call, but been chosen off few. Sister, sister, I feel good about you.
Sister, sister,
the way I